build new friendship, ask meaningful questions, and leave you are inspired to become ambassadors of positive change in your own, most importantly, workforces, schools, and communities. Let us remember that every great journey begins with a single step, and every lasting transformation begins with people who choose to work together. Tonight, let this gathering be the beginning of a stronger relationship, renewed hope, and a shared commitment to building a brighter future for Sepik. Together, we are stronger. Together, we can inspire change. Together, we can build a promise for the next generations to be proud of. Sepik have a renewed hope, and the hope has come for all, and the light has shined. Thank you, and welcome to the panel Sepik program. God bless us all.
Ladies and gents, that's our president for 2026, adoption of my meeting. Let's give him a round of applause again. Let's outline the vision and the reason why we did this Sepik community in NCB, the schools in here. Having said that, according to our program, we are going to have our next presenter, and that is our very own, very important guest that we have invited, and we have very much acknowledged his presence here with us. Ladies and gentlemen, we have, our time now is 6:54, and we will invite our very own Minister for Public Service and Honorable Member for Nuku. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome
Good evening to all of you. I bring myself back to 1984. I just came in from Wamo. So when we started Wamo, I just landed and came straight here. So we moved the Prime Minister, the first Prime Minister in the whole country to have overnighted in Wamo yesterday. And this morning we had a privilege going to go around, and we went yesterday for the launching of the ceiling project for road from Vadimo all the way up to Guinea. It will cost us 700 million. Also ceiling from Warasikau to Karajan. Those two projects are now online. The Prime Minister being there to officially launch them. Contracts have been awarded, already set to go, and they will start with the project. Of course, we already collected telephones from Sepik, so that's some of the projects. For your information, Prime Minister spent his primary school in Oksapil. And small brother after him passed in Oksapil and is buried in Oksapil. And his only sister was born in Vadimo Health Center, not hospital, health center. MA played for Douglas Airways at the time, flew the mother in difficulty from Oksapil to Vadimo and gave birth to his sister. They stayed there for almost 6 weeks in Guinea. Just in case you think that the Prime Minister is a stranger, he's part of Sepik and Western Province. He spent most of his time in Western Province, and although he's from Thai, he spent most of his time in Sepik and Western Province. So it's good to have him there. I'd like to take this time, I won't be long, but thank you for the invitation, and I think some important Sepik graduates and also now working in high offices, wherever you are, especially coming from UPNG. It's an honor for us and a privilege, and I'd like to congratulate and thank the patron, the president, executives of the West Sepik Union for this initiative. And I think like what the President said, and the President, this is the first of its kind since the university started, back in so many years ago. Congratulations to all of you who are in front of this organization, this program. We encourage you as I represent the Governor, I represent the member for Vanilogin and Minister for Tourism, I represent the member for Atimelogi, Honorable Anderson Bisse. I also represent Telephone. We have a vacancy in Telephone. We unfortunately lost our hard minister, and of course I'm also almost covering up for him in Telephone. So I would like to say we're humbled to be part of this program, and I represent the hotel with the Governor this afternoon. He was in Vanimo, and Honorable Nama is still in Vanimo. They sent me with the Prime Minister, and I actually briefed him about the program. And I said, I'll try to make it in time so that I can talk to them. At least they see my face and talk to them. That is one of the grandfathers expect to encourage you. Most of you look like you are my grandchildren, so looks really old. But it's a great feeling, and I'd like to also, first of all, encourage our teaching staff at the university, our lecturers, especially the patron and them. And I would like to thank you also for taking the lead to support the students. I know that it's not just UPLD, it is all tertiary institutions, especially at the university level, from medical science to those that will come out from Port Moresby. Maybe later you will extend to Unitec and others will come in more, but you've already connected online anyway. It's not it's the e-world, so you don't have to be there and present, but you're already there. I am actually the pioneer student of Papua High School. I completed my grade 10 in 1981. And there were only two of us selected to pass on this life. And my colleague left me just about 6 months into the grade level. Simply because we didn't know how to study. For almost 3 months, I was sleeping in a banana leaf thatched roof at the high school. No house, no dormitory. And so the dormitories came later, but of course, what of the dormitories, not looking on whatever that you guys do. We only studied 2 hours a day. We only had classes 2 hours a day. Only 2 hours a day. And so the study was not part of my system. I didn't know how to do. And so when the application form came around in 1981, grade 10, I called the principal and teachers that I didn't know where to go. So they said, okay, the best place to go is to go to National High School because we are not sure where you're going to be. So I was able to make it to Pasam, only me and my colleague. Like I said, he left after just 6 months. Because he couldn't cope with the studies at National High School. At the time, National High School picked up the top 5% of the grade 10s in the whole country. The top 5% of the field. So we made it to Pasam. So I was basically the first pioneer of high school to enter Pasam, National High School. From there, 1984, I entered PPHG to do my science policy. You know, some new facilities they have not, but MLD was our main lecture over in everyone, so we did science policy. 84, 85, we celebrated, when we came in 1984, the National Parliament was open. First, the current bill was open. So we went as a very so I came and I appointed at Poroman. Science policy, I stayed at Poroman. And then I went to first year I stayed in Quadrant Science. And I stayed at Glasgow. From there, the Department of Agriculture was transferred to Unitec. So I was in the court that we got transferred to Unitec. privileged to spend 2 years in UPLG and 2 years in Guinea. So, in 87, when I went to UK, I met my secretary, Robert Baraka. He was doing applied science in Guinea. So we were all part of the Sandaun student leaders at the time. I was the Sandaun students rep in SRC. From here, I was the president for agriculture students from the second year all the way to the final year. And then after finishing from UPLG, I had to come back here to graduate as the last graduates from UPLG and agriculture science. We had in agriculture field, one of the first female graduates of agriculture was I think David's auntie, and that's Rose Como. Rosa Como was our first female Sepik to graduate in agricultural science. Well, she used Como, and I have used